All right, so the second subject I teach is English. I want to take just a minute to say, although I am a huge fan of English, I love to read, I love to write, it is a huge passion of mine. That is not true for all of our middle schoolers. English is sometimes a really hard, scary class to be in. So I do understand that. We're going to take things slow. We're starting out with the basics. How do I answer questions in English class? How do I take notes in novels we're reading or stories we're talking about? We start very slow and then build up to, yes, we will be writing essays. Yes, we will be doing literature analysis, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of diligence to get there. This is a question that I did ask my parents, which is just, when you think about English class, when you were their age, what did you feel? Confident, bored, terrified, excited, angry? Because the reality is most of our students answered this question with terrified. So just something to keep in mind when it comes to English class. All right, how do I school? Because this is what everyone is asking themselves right now. They don't understand. It's not how it used to be at all. Super confusing. So let's get down to the basics. Schedules. These are on my website, and I will show you how to get to my website in just a minute. If you have a student for Block A, that means they have me first. The first schedule is theirs. If you have a student who's Block B, meaning they have me second, the second schedule there is theirs. These are really nice to have because they don't just say Block A, Block B. They say Mrs. Honor English. And their actual names. So if you want a copy of these schedules, they are on my website. Please know these schedules. Both you and your students should know them. It will make things so much easier. Speaking of website, you can go to my website now. All you have to do, if you have a phone, is open up your camera. If you open up your camera app and just hold it up to the screen right now, it will come up with a link to my website. You just click on it and bam, my website will start to load on your phone. Now, on that website, I have the schedules. I have something really important called office hours. So if you would like to talk to me personally by yourself and make a meeting with me, please go onto my website, click Mrs. Zonner's information, and there's a video there on how to schedule office hours. Grading breakdown. Projects are worth 25% of their grades. Tests and quizzes are worth 30. Assignments are worth 20. And participation, remember that participation key I was talking about is a fourth of their grade. It is 25%. So please make sure your students are interacting with our lessons during our meetings every day. This is just a little visual for me as a teacher. I really do believe in the gradual release of responsibility model. So what that means is, me as a teacher, I am responsible for that focused instruction and that guided instruction. That, let me show you how to do it. Let's do it together. After that, it's up to them, which means, and this is kind of different from elementary school in a lot of ways, your students are responsible for their own learning. Meaning if they don't understand something, they need to reach out to me. In junior high, please, 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 we try to get students to advocate for themselves. I'm not going to be coming around poking them constantly saying, do you understand? Do you get this? Are you all right? How's it going? Yes, I will do that a little bit, but I'm not going to walk them through something they don't understand unless they reach out and let me know. So please have your students advocate for themselves. It's really important. Websites that your kids need to know. Number one, if there's not anything else you remember from this, please make sure your students are on Google Classroom every single day at 9 o'clock at the latest, every single day, checking their assignments, checking their feeds, making sure they understand what's going on. The second one there that's pictured is Aries. Aries is where they see their grade. Yes, there are grades in Google Classroom, but not all of the grades are in Google Classroom. Aries is where they can see their full current grade. So it's very important to check that. These are some other websites that we're going to be using. This one here is BrainPop, which is just a video site that's really cool, that breaks things down in a really interesting way. Vocabulary, that one's really fun. I'm sure your kids will tell you about it. But these two down here are really important for our English.